on this edition of Size Eyes on the Skies.
Today was slightly cooler than yesterday, but that won't last long. I'll let you know how warm it will be getting very shortly.
And Nathan Coy is here with a look at what's going on around the nation. Today is Monday, November 18th, 2013, and Size Eyes on the Skies starts right now.
It's Monday night on ISU TV. Broadcasting live from Ames, Iowa, this is Size Eyes on the Skies. ISU TV's longest running television show brings you the weather around the country, in Iowa, Ames, and beyond. The Iowa State Meteorology Department's team of forecasters keeps you ahead of the next weather system. Size Eyes on the Skies starts now.
And good evening and welcome to Size Eyes on the Skies here on this Monday night. I'm joined by Nathan Coy. Now, Nathan, it was a very active day yesterday just off to our east.
It turned out to be a very active, very dangerous day.
Yes.
Severe weather and tornado outbreak. Storm Prediction Center issued a high risk late Saturday night, which is very rare at any time of the year, but especially for this time of year in November. Storms fired at a very kind of strange time of day as well. Instead of your evening hours, 4, 5, 6, it actually starts forming about 10, 11 o'clock in the morning, and it continued right through the middle of the afternoon. Very destructive, especially through Illinois was the hardest hit.
Yep.
Also parts of Indiana and Kentucky.
Yeah, and with these strong, rare storms, we unfortunately usually see fatalities out of this. As of early this afternoon, we're at least 8 deaths, with more being injured. And I know Soldier Field in Chicago actually had to suspend the Bears game to get everyone into shelter as the storms approached.
The storms, quite the line of storms, went through the Chicago area with some strong winds, heavy rain. There was that fear of tornadoes entering the city area. Thank goodness no tornadoes hit the Chicago metro area. But certainly evacuating a big stadium like that, it's kind of hard to do, and they got them out just in time.
But now that that system has moved off, we're fairly quiet, and we'll have you show us that in just a little bit.
Very quiet around the nation right now.
All right, we'll talk to you in just a minute.
Sounds good.
We're going to go over and talk to Zach Sharpe. Now, with those storms, we got a little bit of a cold nuisance rain more than anything yesterday morning.
There was a chance for severe storms here Saturday afternoon and Saturday evening. Those did not pan out. There were some minor hail reports, but yesterday morning, when those storms developed in eastern Iowa, there were some stronger reports towards the border of eastern Iowa, and then those continue to push off to Illinois. We missed the severe weather. The temperatures dropped today, but that's not going to last long. It's going to start warming up tomorrow. And if we go ahead and look at the day planner, we can see tomorrow morning waking up at 8 a.m. and it's going to be 33 degrees. And then it's going to rapidly warm up throughout the afternoon tomorrow at noon, 50 degrees. So very wonderful lunchtime during the noon hour tomorrow. And on your walk home from school at 4 p.m. tomorrow afternoon, a very warm 56, so much above average. And I'll let you know how long this warm up is going to last coming up in a little bit.
All right, thank you, Zach. We're going to kick it to our first break, but when we come back, Nathan Coy's back with a look at what's going on around the nation. You're watching Size Eyes on the Skies, and we'll be right back.
And good evening, welcome back to Size Eyes on the Skies. Around the nation today, it was pretty mild down to our south and up the east coast, but that cold front came through the Midwest yesterday, bringing in some cooler air from Canada for parts of Iowa, Wisconsin, Minnesota. High stayed just in the 30s, 52 up in the northwest corner in Seattle, and 58 degrees down in the San Francisco area. We're going to zoom around now, take a look at temperatures across the northeast. 46 degrees right now in Pittsburgh. 47 degrees in Cincinnati. Parts of this area did get hit with some very strong storms yesterday. Down in the southeast, very mild still for this time of hour. 61 in Atlanta, 64 in New Orleans, and 59 degrees in Little Rock, Arkansas at this hour. Phoenix, Arizona is one of the warmer spots in the country, sitting at 79 degrees. Boy, wouldn't it be nice to have those kind of temperatures back. And then the northwest, actually rain-free at this time, 52 in Seattle and 50 in Salem. Zooming back across the central part of the country here, 38 or 30 degrees currently at this time in Minneapolis, 44 in Des Moines. Little milder air out to the west with 43 in North Platte and 46 degrees in Hays, Kansas. Zooming out now with a wider look from highs today across the nation, Denver A mild 64 degrees, 59 in Billings. Chicago at 43, a bit cooler, and St. Louis at a comfortable 57 degrees. Clouds and radar, very clear across much of the central and eastern part of the country. The northwest part of the United States has a storm system up here bringing many clouds, showers, and maybe some snow to southern Canada and getting to the northern parts of Idaho. This is where we're going to zoom in because this will be our next weather maker for the north central part of the United States, as there's a low pressure system that's going to get its act together and move to the southeast and eventually bring some precipitation in to the north central part of the country. So Futurecast pinpoints it out very well. We're not going to see it. We just skipped over that there, my bad. But as you would have saw, the low pressure system will have dragged the cold front through and will have brought a band of mainly snow, actually, through parts of South Dakota, Minnesota, and eventually working its way into Iowa. Zach will have a better look at that in the Iowa forecast. Highs tomorrow will be in the 50s for much part of the central U.S., 40s for Minneapolis, and 46 for Chicago. So your 7-day forecast is the Northwest, Olympia, Washington. Very rainy expected tomorrow with temperatures in the upper 40s, but then they clear out and stay in the mid 40s with plenty of sunshine. Lows will be in the 20s. That's all I have. Back to Corey.
All right, thank you, Nathan. Let's go ahead and take a look at the trivia question for tonight. On the state in 1957, much of the state of Iowa was affected by a unusually strong November snowstorm. Your question is, by the time the storm had moved out of the state on November 19th, how much snow had fallen in Ames? Was it A, 10.6 inches, B, 11.7 inches, C, 12.5 inches, or D, 13.4 inches? We'll give you some time to think that over, and we're going to take another break, and we'll have that answer plus your Iowa forecast when we come back.
Kids will spend 57 minutes making me go splat.
Brushing for 2 minutes now can save your child from severe tooth pain later. 2 minutes, twice a day. They have the time.
And welcome back to Size Eyes on the Skies. Let's recap the trivia question again. To recap the question, on this date in 1957, much of the state of Iowa was affected by an unusually strong November snowstorm. So the question was, by the time the storm had moved out of the state on November 19th, how much snow had fallen in Ames? Was it A, 10.6, B, 11.7 inches, C, 12.5, or D, 13.4? And the answer is B, 11.7 inches. And Zach, do we have any chance of seeing any big snowfall like that in the near future?
No, but there is a chance of snow, and we'll get it in the 7-day forecast coming up in a sec. Right now outside, it is 44 in Des Moines, 34 in Ankeny, 32 in Ames, so cooler as you go north. And as we go ahead and slide it up to the north a bit, we can see Fort Dodge is 32 as well, Marshalltown at 34 degrees. So the mid to lower 30s is common across the northern part of the state tonight. Statewide, we see 45 Council Bluffs, 38 in Sioux City, a very cool 28 in Mason City this evening. Winds out there are starting to die down as they were gusty earlier today, 3 miles per hour in the city of Des Moines, 6 out in Council Bluffs, and a big old goose egg right here in the city of Ames. Current wind chills, when you factor in those winds out in eastern Iowa, it is a little stronger, so we have a bite in the air. 29 degrees in Waterloo, feel-like temperature 24 in Mason City. Clouds and radar, there's not a whole lot out there this evening, just mainly dry conditions, and that will last coming through the next few days. But there will be a change at the end of our 7-day, and if we see by Futurecast, it stays mostly clear, but Wednesday during the day, we start to increase those clouds, and then that will be our next weather maker Thursday into Friday. Highs tomorrow, 58 in Des Moines, 57 in Fort Dodge, 54 in Mason City, so the mid to upper 50s will be common tomorrow, so very above average. Average for this time of year is 48, so it's going to be fantastic out there for tomorrow. But tonight, 27, mostly clear. Those winds will be out of the southeast at 5 to 7, so mostly calm winds tonight. Tomorrow, those winds will be kicking up out of the south, and that will get our temperatures up to 58 degrees tomorrow, and that is much above average, and then we'll have those breezy conditions throughout the afternoon. Taking a look at your extended forecast, we see our next chance of precip will be Wednesday and the Thursday, mainly Thursday night into Friday. There is a chance of a rain-snow mix. We're keeping our eye on that as there could be some accumulations. Otherwise, 38 for a high on Thursday, 33 on Friday. But if we notice, Saturday, 21 with an overnight low of 11. So we are starting to plummet those temperatures once again. And it's about time because we are turning into the winter months. And then 25 on Sunday and a rebound of 36 on Monday. So we start to warm it back up to average as averages are in the mid to lower 40s by next week.
And what a surprise when it comes time for everyone to start heading home for Thanksgiving. We start looking at the wintry weather.
Yes.
That's what it takes every year.
And it's about time because I am looking forward to some snowfall.
Yeah, we know.
I am
we
in
know.
your same boat.
Now,
Snowfall.
I like to stress, it is early. A lot changes between now and Thursday evening, but early indications look like we could have a light to moderate accumulations, maybe 1 to 3 somewhere in there. We'll keep an eye on it, as we all know a lot changes between now and then.
Yeah, and we know this guy loves snow
Oh, yeah,
here, so he'll get as excited as he can about
Although it was sort of nice to have a severe change yesterday, although it was not nice for the people in Illinois.
Right.
But a little interesting, I love my facts, and I
Here we
came
go.
with the facts tonight. Did you know in the month of November, only between 1986 and yesterday, only 195 tornado warnings have been issued in the state of Illinois. Half of those were from yesterday. So we were talking a lot of tornado warnings yesterday, and as we saw, there was a lot of devastation, and hopefully a lot of recovery efforts are on their way. I know the Red Cross from the state of Iowa is on their way to help, especially Washington, Illinois, as they were hit
They
with
got hammered.
a preliminary EF4.
Strong EF4, winds 170 to 190. So high end EF4.
Yeah. And I'm just going to say this on your fact. You apparently need something better to do. I mean, if you need something to do, I could probably find something for you.
I just like my facts.
But other than that, we're going to go ahead and leave it there for tonight. Make sure you join us back here on Wednesday night as we take another look a little bit deeper into your Thanksgiving break. But otherwise, for all of us here at Size Eyes on the Skies, have a great night.